Well, nothing says redneck like two broken down trucks in front of your house and at least one transmission laying in the driveway. Yeah, it's been a minute since I picked up the camera. It's been a pretty crazy last couple months. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Stuff breaks though. I haven't even pulled the axle out of that. There's Cleo's toy. I haven't even ripped the axle out of that yet. Then what's today? Wednesday. On Friday, this truck decides to crap the bed, but I was heading out of town, which seems to be my MO last several weekends. So I didn't get a chance. I didn't get back till Monday night, and then I tore this thing apart yesterday and figured out exactly what's going on, and I'll show you real quick what's going on. But just wanted to make a proof of life video that I'm not dead, at least not yet, although people are trying. And for once in a long time, it's not work that's got me scattered. It's just life stuff, you know. Buried a very good friend on June 15th. Got him laid to rest, and right now I'm dealing with the inevitable passing of two very sick family members who live out of state. Husband and wife team, been married 60+ years. They both have a cancer, different types of cancer. One is pancreatic and the other one had a melanoma that just got out of hand. They're both at the end of their time here on this planet. It's kind of tough to accept. And they're out of state. They're 400 miles away. So the old Cummins truck has made several trips up there, and I'm putting some miles on the old Dodge Cummins and shuttling my mom up there to visit with them. Anyway, she doesn't need to be driving 400 miles in each direction. And it's early morning. It's about 7 o'clock. I just got back from the Toyota dealer. Let's take a look and let me show you what I'm dealing with. Oh, it's so pretty. I love new tools. New toys. I just did a clutch on this in 2014. So it caught me by surprise on Friday when I was driving around. Of course, in the middle of a big city, and my clutch pedal just popped and went to the floor. Well, I limped the thing home because, well, I got a leaky valve cover, can you tell? Woo! Valve cover gasket. So I limped the thing home, and then I tore it apart yesterday, as I said. The clutch looks really good. Pressure plate looks good. The throwout bearing looks fine. But here's what's interesting. Where are we going to start here? First of all, we keep everything Toyota. We go genuine Toyota parts. Let me show you here. Right, went straight to the dealer. I don't mess around with I needed it. I got there yesterday at, excuse me, I got sneezed about 37 times. I went to the dealer at 3 o'clock yesterday in the afternoon, paid my money, and the guy says it'll be on this parts counter at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, which is this morning, so I was there as soon as they opened. Yeah. So, as I took the thing apart, I realized that the slave cylinder had popped out beyond its limits, right? So, fortunately, this is under lifetime warranty, so I took it back to Napa and said, hey, I thought that's what went wrong. I said, oh, they had the slave cylinder leaks at the seal here. This was all full, the boot was all full of brake fluid, and this thing was all kicked sideways, and I thought, man, that's goofy. So I took it there. They gave me a brand new one, and they're only like 25 bucks, right? But every time I do a clutch job, I replace hydraulics. So these, the master and slave cylinders, both have lifetime warranties, so that's pretty cool. And then when I pulled that out of the way, I grabbed this shift fork, and it was really loose and jiggly, and I'm like, what in the world is going on with this thing? Well, we had a couple things going on, and let me show you what it did. I should be wearing gloves, but I'll get them on in a second. Let me show you what happened here. This is the fork that this throwout bearing hooks onto. If you're not familiar with, it actually hooks on here. If you're not familiar with the way a clutch works, it's got this spring to retain this support post. It's supposed to have a cute little ball on the top, right? That's what it's supposed to look like. This is what mine looks like. Yeah. And this spring, as soon as I took the boot off that makes a kind of a pseudo weatherproof seal between the fork and the bell housing, I saw a little chunk of metal and realized that this spring had broken. Right, let's see. Good grief. Does anybody care about this? This is just a proof of life video. But anyway, this little ear had broken off. Nobody would sell me just a little ear. Toyota doesn't make a spring kit or anything, which is fine. So I bought a whole new thing. But when I pulled this out of the way, a couple things struck me as odd. First of all, I went, gee, that post is supposed to have a little mushroom head on it. Well, side by side, yeah. So what that did, because this fork that rides on that ball, was put this fork too close to the housing. And let's go over and take a look at what ultimately happened. The post screws into here. Look at the gouges. There are two nice channels dug into this aluminum housing, and then this bolt, which bolts the bell housing to the transmission itself, is cut almost all the way through. Let me put a little brake clean on this and I'll show you exactly what's going on. Let's see if that's better. So this fork sits in here like this. That throwout bearing sits here. This pushes it against the pressure plate to engage and disengage the friction clutch. The thing was here, and that's what it did. It cut that bolt head almost all the way through and made two grooves, pretty little grooves, but didn't do anything other than make a shiny clean spot to this clutch fork. That's where it hit the bell housing. That's where it hit that hardened bolt. But it didn't even, other than just, like I said, put a couple clean marks. So instead of this clutch fork pivoting on that ball stud way out here, this thing was so close to the housing that it was actually pivoting on the housing. I never felt a difference. I don't know how long it's been broken. Never felt the difference in the clutch pedal. It's a hydraulic clutch. It's not a cable driven clutch, so you know they kind of self-adjust. That little slave cylinder self-adjusts to you know what's got to happen. So anywho, this is not a how-to video. This is just a proof of life video. So I'm gonna put this back together and see if I can actually get some regular paying work done today. I'll be right back. Oh, that's so much better. Put a little grease on the spline, a little for the pilot bearing, all the contact points where this ball, the ball stud meets is this little recess, and then where the throwout bearing connects the clutch fork, or the release fork as they call it, a little blurb in there where the slave cylinder is going to push that back, and there's no, it doesn't even get there. You should never even touch that housing. Wow. Oh, that's so much better. That's nice and smooth too. Anyway, right there, look at that. It shouldn't even touch. That was really something else. Never felt the difference until it catastrophically failed. So that's pretty awesome. The wrestling will begin. Alright, so we are about 3 hours later. I need to clean the back of that out. I don't have any spare parts. That makes me really happy. I do have the one cross member to reinstall. I do have to clean greasy handprints. I've got two windows I need to get installed today. This is the cross member that goes across the frame. I left that out because it's just easier to bleed the system. It's out of the way. Got that bled. Everything's tight. Yeah, come along. Let's see if this thing works. Yeah, the grass is dead again. It's that time. Oh, I should put the gear shift in first. Shift lever. Yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, that's better. We're in neutral. We do appear to have pedal. Oh, this crap so it won't fall out. Oh, okay. Buzzing. Buzzing! Why are you still buzzing? Oh, throwout bearing's nice and quiet. How warm is it today? 60 degrees. That's where I usually hang my little thermometer. Let's see if I can put it in gear. This is good because I'm still on the ramps. Okay, and go. Oh, buddy. Well, yeah, it's dragging. All right, let's get her down on the ground and take her for a test drive. All right, she's back on the ground, all four. I took a little cleaner, got all the, I didn't wash it with water, but I used 409 grease cleaner, degreaser, whatever. Oh God, let's go for a ride, let's see. That clutch feels really soft. Maybe that's just the way it's supposed to be, nice and easy. Not pushing against the bell housing. Let's see. We can do this one-handed. All right, I need to put the ladder on this truck. I got work to do, kids. Woo, that's gonna take a little getting used to. That is a buttery smooth clutch right there, ladies and germs. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have my seatbelt on, so what? Wow. Everything's nice and quiet, no rattles. So anyhow, I'm going to continue on this little test drive here. Hold on, let me do a U-turn. U-turn. No, U-turn. Are we going to make it? Yeah, we will. So that's it. That's my proof of life. I'm not dead. I just am not picking up the camera. It just is what it is. Sometimes you go through phases when you feel like making movies. Other times when you just need to put your head down and get through life and set the movies aside. So that's what I've been dealing with. Sawmill still has to be done. The Suburban still needs to be done. All kinds of stuff still needs to be done, but it's all right. It's all right. Okay. I'm gonna park it here for a second while I go throw a ladder on this truck because I gotta go change some windows. No, it's not 2 o'clock. I don't know what time it is. It's probably noon. I gotta fix that clock. All right, I'm just rambling. Gotta go, gotta run. See ya.